Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Right when I pressed record, out of nowhere, this deck just fell onto the table. There was no force, so I feel like Spirit's talking to us. We're gonna use this deck to pick the three groups right now together. So today we're getting messages from Spirit. We're just gonna let Spirit run the show, see what it's all about, whatever your guides, your angels, your ancestors have for you. So let's call them in while I'm shuffling this to pick the groups. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides of the highest vibrational frequency, please be with us today to provide the most accurate, meaningful messages for those watching. Thank you for your clear and accurate messages, and thank you, viewers, for being here. Okay, let's see. So group number one. Group number one. I'll zoom in a moment. Group number two. And group number three. Let's see. So group number one, we have here card number 44, Connection, the Biome. Group number two, card position, or card one, Expansion, North. And for group number three, it's card number 20, Endurance, Rock. So you can pause the video if you need more time to see what card is calling to you. Maybe there's more than one. There is no wrong answer. Use your intuition. There will be timestamps and chapters, and I will see you in your reading. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number one. Sorry, I think my camera's shaking a little bit when I press play. So you picked number 44, and this is the biome, and the keyword is connection. So I feel like this is my group too, because I see the number 44 everywhere. So this is all about connection with other people. So I just glanced in the book to see if anything stood out. I'm just going to read the first part here, and then we'll get into your reading with tarot. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You are asked for synergy at present. Be aware of the needs of others. You are part of the same whole. Consider working more closely with your community. I love this. I feel like over the past few years, of course, a lot of us have lost close connection with other people, and maybe even longer than that. And Spirit's calling us to really recognize that we are humans and we do need other people. And when it comes down to it, we are all connected. I've been hearing that phrase a lot lately too. I think I've been watching the show Manifest. I have to catch up. I was watching it before I went on my trip, but it really stuck with me. In one of the episodes, it's like, it's all connected. And it made me think like we are all connected. And I feel like that's really coming through here. So recognize like maybe if you're having any struggles with another person, just really see yourself in them and realize we are all connected. And like one person struggling, I mean, that means we all are. Like, so we all have to be there for each other. And I feel like you watching, like you are someone that cares about other people. But maybe for some people, maybe you put too much emphasis on the other and not yourself. But really, we're all connected. We all need each other. We're all there to support each other. And when you think about that, I feel like in times of conflict, that could be really helpful. So let's get the tarot. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I'm just going to put this card up here. Today we are using the Fountain Tarot, which is kind of interesting. There's a card in here, I think it's called the Fountain or something. It's like about how we all come from the same source. Wow, this is very synchronistic. So Spirit, what messages do you have for group number one? We're going to do a 6-card spread. What messages do you have for group number one? Card position 1 will be the main message you have for group number 1. Oh, holy the card I just talked about came out first. Is this not focusing on? That's crazy. I'm not surprised, but okay, Spirit, we hear you. What is the focus? What should group number 1 be focused on at this time? That's what should not be a priority for group number 1 at this time? what is something going on for group number 1 that you're blind to? You might hear my cat chewing in the background. What is something that group number 1 should avoid? And what is your overall action and advice for group number 1? Bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. I feel like I'm going to turn down the brightness a little bit. Maybe that'll help you see the cards. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but okay. So, bottom of the deck, Ten of Swords. There's something that's been painful, some ending here. And I feel like that's why we have this connection card that came out, the Fountain here. It seems like there's been something going on that's been painful, maybe holding on to something for too long. Maybe a conflict with another person's been going on. Maybe just in life you've been feeling lonely or stabbed in the back in some sense. And I feel like to heal from whatever has been going on for you specifically, Spirit really wants us to realize that we really are all connected. Sorry, this is bugging me one. Yeah. And I feel like connecting with other people and also will really help fill you up. But the Fountain, we all come from the same source. We are all connected. And when you're feeling pain, like all these negative things have been happening to you, whatever it is, this is a general reading, you're not alone. You are never alone. And I know sometimes you might think no one understands you, no one understands what you're going through, but there are so many people out there, and there are people who have lived the same or similar experiences as you. And if you know, they are out there to connect with if that's what you desire, but you are never alone. We are all connected. And if you're feeling lonely, there are people that care that you can reach out to, find new communities that have gone through similar things. But I feel like really moving on from something is happening. We have the 10 here, so this is an ending with a new beginning. This is a painful ending. And to move forward, really connecting with other people and just realizing that simple fact that you aren't alone and we are all connected. Every person, every living being, we are all connected. And the focus of right now, Spirit is saying, is the Judgment card, which is another ending card. This is about releasing some phase of your life and moving forward. Yeah, there's a lot of synchronicities here. You might be seeing the number 44 a lot too. It is a master number considered by some, and also if you break it down, that's 8. And I feel like you're really coming into your power. I feel like there's a hard phase ending for you, group number 1, and you're really like filling up your own cup. You're moving on to the next phase. You're releasing any judgment that you've had towards other people, towards yourself, regarding the past. You're releasing any pain you've been holding on to. You're really going into a new phase of life. And I feel like it's going to be one that is a lot more abundant. Like there's so much green here and all this stuff going on. I feel like there's going to be more people in your life, more connections overall. You're feeling more connected to yourself, to your environment. And I feel like maybe this disconnection has come, maybe you've been focused on money or money worries, stability, just focusing on like, you know, getting all your own things in order, and not really focused on like human connection. And I feel like this next phase of life is focusing on that connection with other people. For some, maybe there's been a painful financial situation going on that's coming to an end that you won't have to focus all that. And I feel like for a lot of people, maybe you're realizing, no matter what your financial situation is, that, you know, money isn't the only thing. Like, of course, we need money and safety, security, all of that to live our life well. But, you know, when it comes down to it, like when you hear people on their deathbed, like I think I read something recently, like Steve Jobs said, like, you know, wealth and recognition was it was something I was able to experience in this lifetime. But I realized that's not all that matters. Like, you know, it's more about the connections you have with other people, the experiences. Of course, you can experience more when you have money and stuff like that, but it's really your connection to other people, those memories you have that are meaningful in the end. Some of you guys seem to be realizing this, or you will be soon. And what you're blind to is you don't see that this realization might help really either mend some wounds with other people, end some conflict, or help you move on, even if you don't connect with the person that hurt you in the past. You realize you're all connected. You can see people, you see yourself in other people, and you realize where they're coming from, even if they did wrong. You know, they were doing the best they could at that time, you know, from their point of view. And I feel like you're just realizing that and seeing the humanity and the love in everything and everyone, and just really seeking out more of that love, just love in general, and not just focused on what you have, material things. Like, he's just like staring at that coin. Now you're like looking out into the open. You're looking out, you know, to the world and what's out there. And what to avoid. Here we have the Eight of Cups. And I feel like this is something about, like, avoid always maybe you're someone that pushes people away, or you go away when things are tough, or maybe you just always feel like something's missing, and maybe you've been like searching for that. But I feel like what you need to do right now, Spirit's saying, is to look within. You have everything you need, you know. And I feel like I'm gonna cry. I'm sorry, but you know, the answer is within. You might have been going with like searching, you know, outside of you to find happiness, to find whatever it is, but you're realizing like loving yourself and truly like discovering who you are and connecting with yourself is in realizing that you are enough. You don't need the material things. You don't need anything. And when you realize that, like, you are enough, I feel like then you're going to have so much better like connection with other people. You know, we are all connected. In your overall action and advice, we have the Three of Wands. And I feel like really things are going to start moving in a whole new direction for you. You're going to have more passion in your life. You're headed in a whole new direction. I feel like you just see more opportunities now. There's such huge growth going on here for you, group number one. You're moving in a whole nother direction. You're no longer pinned down by anxiety, by worries, by regrets, by judgment, you know, by loneliness. You're releasing these thoughts, these internal dialogues, these things you've been holding on to that have just been chaining you down in some sense. You're releasing that, and you're moving into this like infinite well of love and connection. You're releasing any of this judgment. I feel like you might have been really hard on yourself, and maybe there's been, you know, you've been feeling so bad that you've been distracting yourself in material ways, or distracting yourself in any way. Escapism could come in so many different forms. And it might hurt when you, like, you know, you address what's been holding you down, you know, but when you do that and you acknowledge the emotions you've been having, you know, instead of walking away from them, just escaping from them and stuff like that, you're going to heal these wounds you've had inside. You're going to release these things that have been holding you back, and you're just going to be able to fill your life up with love and connection, and you're going to be feeling so much better, and you're going to be able to tackle things in your life that you haven't before. You're going to be able to go out there and meet new people. You're really going to, like, maybe like for a while you have been trying to manifest things in your life. You've been wanting things to be different. You've been wanting to, whatever it is, you've been wanting a new partner, more money, like whatever it is that's on your mind. And maybe your manifestations just haven't really been coming to you. And I feel like it's because there's this inner self-doubt and stuff that's been going on, that like maybe you're thinking like, I'm not worthy, like other people deserve it, or whatever this negative self-talk you've had. And you might not realize that's been keeping you from manifesting the life you want. And maybe you're realizing too, with all this change going on, that maybe what you wanted before, like the money, the success, or whatever it is, isn't exactly what you truly want. And when you truly acknowledge what you want is love and connection with other people, you just want to feel loved and worthy, and you are worthy of love. You are worthy of everything. You are, you know, we all are. We're all connected. And I feel like you're coming to this realization, and it's just going to really move things forward, and you're going to start achieving the things you want because they're in line with who you really are and what you really want, and not just some goals or whatever that's cloaked in just like distractions or what the society or whoever tells you should have or what you should do. Wow, yeah, this is a really deep reading, group number one, but I feel like this is so amazing. And this 44, I believe, is yeah, it is the last card in this deck. So like, I feel like there's just such an ending and a beautiful new beginning coming all over this. Let's get, I have another deck here. Let's see. I feel like we don't even need any more messages, but let's see what comes through. Spirit, anything else for group number 1? Oh my gosh. 11th house, community. Yes. Community, connection. Spirit's confirming that. 11th house. Friendship, organizations, communities. I feel like that's what's been, you know, missing or making you feel disconnect. Find communities and people that have the same interests as you, that have gone through similar things as you. There is community, there is connection coming into your life. Once you release these old patterns and beliefs and really realize that you are worthy of love and connection and community, and that we are all one, I feel like your life is going to change in such a beautiful, beautiful way, group number 1. So that is your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it was helpful. I love you so, so much. No, you're never alone. I'm always here. And I feel like this reading was for me too, you guys. But I love you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. I do offer private readings. If you're interested, my email is always down below. We can chat about that. But I'm really just so, so grateful you're here. I love you so much. Have a beautiful day. Do something special, something nice for yourself today. Group number 1, you deserve it. Bye. Hello and welcome to your reading. Group number 2, you chose card position. Why do I keep saying card position? Card number 1. And this is expansion north. And right away when I saw this, I feel like there's a new beginning for you, a new direction. You might have heard of your true north. That's like your true purpose in life, your true direction. We may have different norths, like true norths throughout our life, but I feel like you have received a calling lately, some intuition, some nudge, go in a new direction or follow your dreams, and this is confirmation. I'm just going to read the first paragraph here. So, north, expansion. Be guided, but do your research. Focus and honesty is needed to overcome obstacles. You know your true north, so be brave about the next steps. We may have a number of purposes in life, not just a single one. It is time for a true adventure. Yes, you really are being called in a new direction. The north has connotations around finding our true essence or pathway. It can even be a referral to finding a person who gives our life meaning. Finding our true north indicates we have found a profoundly right path in a direction that is authentic for us. So strongly is north seen as a guiding direction. It is the one used to indicate directions on a map, usually with a single arrow. Yes, we're going to get the tarot and find out more, but I feel like you're really headed in the right direction right now. Group number 2. And if you're like, I don't know what direction, we're going to get more information, but I feel like you're really about to find your true path, your dharma, your purpose. So we're going to use the Fountain Tarot today. Spirit, what is the main message you have for group number 1, or group number 2, excuse me? What should group number 2 be focusing on at this time? What should not be a priority right now for group number 2? And what is something that group number 2 is blind to? What is something that group number 2 should avoid at this time? And what is your overall action and advice for group number 2? Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, you may not have been feeling happy or fulfilled in your current life circumstances. This could be many things, but it's likely something that you are committed to, or you're looking for a commitment of some sort, but you're not feeling satisfied. maybe you feel like you're not on the right path. I feel like there's something here with staying in a situation because you've already committed to it, because it seems easy, you feel like it's what you're supposed to do. But for a lot of people, you're not feeling like very happy. Maybe there's been a lot of conflict. This could be inner conflict with other people too. We have multiple people here in this card. The Five of Wands reversed for the main message. But I feel like another message is coming through for some of you. You could be in a situation that is really good for you, but you might have like hit a roadblock or a little bump in the road, you know? And you might be like, oh, things aren't going smoothly. This must not be for me. You know, throw it out the door, like, let's go on to the next. But Spirit's like, you know, even if it is the right path, you know, for you, sometimes things come up because we still have some learning to do, some experiences we still need to have. And like, this is, you know, we're living a human experience. Things aren't always, you know, I think things are pretty much never just super smooth. And maybe it's like an inner fear you have, group number 2, like fear of success, fear of like the unknown, the future. And you're like, maybe some conflict happened, some little bump in the road, like I said, and you just want to take the first way out because it's easier than like dealing with the unknown, you know? You're like, okay, that didn't work. I'm just going to go back to what I know. And the unknown is scary, so don't be hard on yourself. But I feel like Spirit wants you to know that whatever has been going on, there is going to be some conflict resolution. Things are not going to be as bad as they have seemed to be. Yeah. And I feel like there is still something good left that you're just not really seeing. You're focusing on the negative in whatever situation this is. For some people, I mean, if there is the situation is really negative and you feel like you need something, a new beginning, you need to, you know, to try something new, that's fine. But I feel like totally listen to your intuition. But I feel like for a lot of people in this group, there's something here with wanting to get away from it and not pursue your true dreams, because it's easier to do that than to go after something scary and new. The focus here, we have the Hierophant. And I love this Hierophant in this deck. He's like opening up this box and looking within. Look at all this light shining. I really feel like that you have all like so much knowledge and wisdom within you, so much light to shine onto this world. And all the answers you need, I feel like, really are within. I feel like there's something here with focusing on commitment to what your goals are, what your dream is. When you find that calling, you know, explore that, go within, follow that intuition, seek a mentor. The Hierophant could talk about that sometimes, seeking guidance and a mentor. Because if this, card number 1 here, this is something brand new. I feel like for a lot of you, if you look at your birth chart, I can help you if you need. Your North Node often signifies, well, it does signify something new in your life, something new you're pursuing that's brand new to you. Your South Node is like something you've like totally accomplished and everything in your past lifetimes, and you're moving away from that into the North Node, this unknown territory. My teacher kind of refers to it as like we're like toddlers in the area. We're like, we don't know, you know, and I feel like it's so brand new to you that, you know, you might stumble a few times and stuff like that. But, you know, like when you're learning to walk in the toddler example, but that doesn't, you know, do toddlers give up? No, they keep going. You know, they might get little bumps and bruises on the way, but they keep going. And then they, you know, eventually they're walking and moving a lot. Can't stop them. But, I feel like there's something here with like when you're trying these new things that just feel right. You know you want to do it. Don't give up when you hit those, when you fall down, you know. And something that will really help is to seek guidance, seek a mentor, you know, to help guide you. You know, the North Star, like there's a compass here. It's a guide. You know, you don't have to do it all alone. And I feel like you're worried that like maybe things didn't work out in the past, that like you won't be able to move forward. But Spirit wants you to release any of that self-judgment and like not a priority. The Judgment reverse. This is like sticking to the same old thing. Another teacher of mine, my tarot teacher, talked about like, what was it? It's like the same song playing again and again in a party. Like And it's just like the Judgment card reverse is like the same thing again and again, just like not really like moving forward, not moving forward to the next song, or like not moving forward to the next phase of life, you know, and just being like bored and stuck. And if you've been feeling that way, you know, trying these new scary things is definitely probably why you're being called to something new, because you're not liking some situation you're stuck in. And what you may be blind to, we have the 9 of Cups reversed. And I feel like you might realize, like, or not realize, I mean, that maybe certain things didn't work out in the past, but that does not mean you're a failure, group number 2. You know, nothing's failure if you learn from it. Nothing's a mistake if you learn from it and grow. You don't need to sit and focus, or like let these thoughts run in your mind about all the things you didn't do, couldn't do, like, you know, like coulda, shoulda, woulda thoughts. Like, it's never too late to follow your dreams, to follow that North Star within that's guiding you. It's never too late. And don't let the past dictate that. Learn from it. Don't stay in the same spot just because you think like, oh, like, you know, I messed up that time, you know? Great. Like, look at all of them, like, biggest innovators in the world. Like, they've all, like, failed a million times before they hit it big, you know? Like, that's part of life. That's how you learn. That's how you, like, grow and expand. And we have expansion here. So really take the past and use that to expand further. Seek, guidance. Look within, you know? I really feel like there's something here with seeking a mentor, and whatever it is, your North Star for each person watching is going to be different. But really, how can you find guidance? How, you know, who can guide you? And I feel like a lot of people, it's like within is how you figure out what direction you're going, what you know, that nudge you're getting. But it's okay. You don't have to do it alone. You can seek other people to help you. And what to avoid? We have the World card here, and when I saw this is really why I think there's like afraid to keep going. The World card can be like a completion, and Spirit's like, avoid that. Like, don't give up. You know, you don't need to just put that to rest and just stay in the same situation. Because overall action and advice, we have the 6 of Swords reversed here, which is like not leaving a bad situation or not making any changes, not going after it. And I feel like there is something here with feeling stuck, feeling unhappy, feeling like you're not in control of your life or something like that, but you are, you know? And I feel like for a lot of people in this group, you might really be thinking it's too late or something like that. Like, maybe you're like, I'm too old, like, I've already had my life, you know, like, no, it's never too late to explore new things. You know, you came here to this world, like, to truly live. And it's scary to make changes and to step outside the box, try new things, you know, but you're really being guided. And I feel like for most people in this group, you kind of have a feeling what this nudge is, this new beginning that wants to happen. For some of you, maybe it kind of did start, like we were saying in the beginning, like maybe, you know, you started to look into it and then things didn't fall into place perfectly. And you know what? Rejection is divine redirection. So maybe something didn't work out because there's better out there for you. You just had a lesson to learn. But you are not stuck. This is not the end for you. This is not, you know, don't give up on your dreams. Seek inspiration within, and then seek guidance from people around you that inspire you. And I think when we were looking at the book in the very beginning, or reading that, I think it said, like, do your research. So maybe there was some problems at some point, some, like, roadblocks on the way, and Spirit's like, you know, that's fine, just now do some more research and look into it more. Maybe find a better someone to counsel you, to guide you, you know, just learn more about whatever it is. Take the time, take classes, join communities, groups. It's not too late, and don't let just a hard time or a few things or failure in the past, again, failure isn't failure as long as you learn. But don't let that hold you back, because you're really finding your true purpose, your North Star at this time. Spirit, what else for group number 2? Capricorn, achieve. Card position number 10, which also breaks down to a 1. Capricorn is someone like achieve. You can achieve your goals, Spirit's saying. It just takes some dedication, some work, and not letting some bumps in the road stop you. It's like the mountain goat, right? They like climb up those steep mountains. And those mountains represent obstacles. They represent our goals, you know, and to reach our goals, there are going to be obstacles along the way. And you are able to achieve it. You just have to pick yourself up and try again. Yes, I'm quoting that song. But yeah, for real, like, you know, you can do it. The main message is 5 of Wands upright. Like maybe there's some people opposing what you want to do. Maybe there was some issues with money, with whatever it is. It's okay. You can turn that 5 of Wands upside down like it is here and resolve those issues. Learn from them. Overcome these obstacles. Keep following that intuition, that guidance, your dreams, your goals, and don't let anything stop you. Just learn from it and keep going, because you are going to achieve some goal. You are going to find your purpose. You are going to feel complete. You're going to feel, you know, fulfillment. Group number 2. So my cat's going over here to confirm, right, Emmy? But that is your reading, group number 2. I hope it resonated. I hope you found it helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. And I do offer private readings if you're interested. My email is down below. We can chat about that. But I'm really just so grateful you're here. I love you so much. I hope you have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. I know I love you. Do something special for yourself. You deserve it. Bye, group number 2. Love you. Hello and welcome to your reading, group number 3. You chose card 20, Endurance, Rock. Well, rock is the word, endurance is the key word. So I feel like there might be a situation going on right now that may seem hectic, chaotic even, and Spirit really is telling you to be patient, to endure. Rocks can endure anything. We're going to read this quick, but you know, sometimes you see a rock and somehow life just springs out of it, even though nothing's around it. I feel like there's something that you've been just wanting to happen, some new thing to sprout, whatever it is, and you might be feeling like giving up, but Spirit is telling you to stay strong, keep going, because I feel like there's about to be some bloom, some manifestation, physical manifestation of whatever it is you are desiring. So let's just read the first paragraph here. So rock, endurance. Look for the groundedness in a chaotic situation. Be patient. Slow and steady is the way to success. The obstacle is sometimes the way through. Do not be discouraged by slow progression, as long as progression is being made. And let's see. In cultures that have a deep spiritual belief in the connectedness of everything and a close association with the land itself, rocks are as alive as any animal or human. The rocks in these frameworks have stories to tell and lessons to teach. Some are used in painting, some to hold sacred tracts of water, and an ochre painting of the body to reinforce the dances and spiritual rituals of the culture. Yeah, so we're going to use the tarot now to get more information, but I feel like just really don't give up. I feel like there's some dream, something you've been working on, and, you know, Spirit wants you to be patient. Sometimes the best things in life just take more time. We live in a world now where, you know, instant gratification is the norm. You know, we can't even sit through more than 1 minute of content. But really, delayed gratification is the best kind. It's just, you know, sometimes it's hard to be patient. So, use the fountain tarot now. Spirit, what is the main message that you have for group number 3? Oh, Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like things are about to... Okay, well, wait. And what should group number 3 be focused on? What is not a priority right now for group number 3? What is something that group number 3 may be blind to? And what is something that group number 3 should avoid? And what is your overall action and advice for group number 3? Bottom of the deck, we have the 4 of Cups reversed. Things are definitely about to take a turn soon, like for the best. You know, I feel like things have just not been moving at all. Like literally we have rock here, you know, there's no movement. And like, But we have for the main message, the Ace of Wands. I feel like you've been waiting for something to start, something to grow, something to gain momentum, energy, and that is coming soon. I feel like yeah, I feel like there's something here we're looking at the glass half empty type of thing, like feeling down and out, like just not really feeling happy about the situation, you know, but now you're like turning it around. You're realizing you're like coming out of your shell. You're looking at things more positively. And I think that might be really helping you move forward here. And the focus, we have the Hermit. I feel like with the Hermit here, with this endurance, you're really focusing on like within. You're like really taking the time to learn and to grow. For a lot of people in this group, maybe, you know, you've been really working on yourself. And you're like, I've been doing the inner work, I've been studying, I've been doing all the things I'm supposed to. Why am I not seeing the change in my life I want? You know, and Spirit's like, keep going. Like there is change on the spiritual realm. Like, you know, like you're about to see the physical manifestations of what it is you're trying to bring about. And I feel like you really have been doing the inner work. You've been really doing the shadow work, all the things. And I feel like it's just getting to a point where you're like, what the heck is this all for? Like, why aren't things changing? Like, when are things going to, you know, be better? And I feel like things are really going to pick up. Like, Spirit doesn't want you to, like, stop all the progress you've been doing, whatever it is. I feel like you've been really healing old wounds, old patterns. And Spirit just wants you to keep it up and not let what appears to be lack of progress stop you, because I feel like there's a lot of change energetically and spiritually for you, and really there is about to be some new passionate, energetic, like new beginning after a period of maybe feeling alone or dark. Like just, it's kind of like maybe you went through like a dark night of the soul type thing. And then that led to you doing all this inner work and spiritual awakening and all of that, and you're like read all the books, done all those things, you know, and you're like, what is going on here? And I feel like there's about to be some breakthrough. You're about to like break with that sword wand here. I mean, breaking through that rock and like some growth happening for you. So don't give up. What's not a priority? We have the Lovers here. For some people, you might, you know, have been doing all the things you need to do, doing the inner work like we were talking about. And there might be something here with like wanting to go back to an ex or something like that, or go back to an old pattern, an old addiction, old whatever it is. For a lot of people, it could be an old relationship. But you knew, like, you probably got out of it for a reason, you know? And I feel like Spirit's like, don't go back to your old ways just because you're not seeing the progress you want right now. There really is spiritual progress going on, and it's about to manifest. So keep making the choices that are for your best, your highest good. Even though it may seem a lot more fun to make, or like, you know, more tempting to do things that you know aren't good for you anymore, people who aren't good for you anymore. But these people, these things you cut out in the past, they brought forth arguments, like just chaotic energy, fighting, drama, making you feel angry, whatever it is, negative emotions. And I feel like going back to those old choices, old people, will prevent you from progressing forward. And I know it's tempting because you're not seeing, you know, what you want. You're not seeing whatever you're trying to manifest. You're not seeing the results in your life you thought would happen when you made these more healthy choices, whatever that means to you, you know, for your highest good. And Spirit's like, just keep going. Like, what you don't see coming is, I feel like if you go back to these old choices, it will go right back to that, you know. You don't want to go back to the way things used to be because you knew something was missing before in your life. You knew there was more out there. You knew there was better things out there. And you took action to work on yourself, to improve your life. And going back to some old choice or old pattern, whatever it is, won't be helpful, even though it's tempting. So Spirit's like, don't give up. You made these positive changes for a reason. And there is about to be some new beginning, you know. So keep working on yourself, keep making healthy choices, because life, it is about to show, you know. Sometimes I feel like it's like a test from the universe right before we're about to get a blessing. You'll get that call from an ex, you'll get that opportunity like to do something bad that you cut out of your life again. You know, Spirit just wants like double check that you're like in it, like for, you know, you're like ready for this next level of life. So I feel like there's something here that might be tempting you to an old pattern, an old belief, whatever it is, old relationship. But your life is about to level up, and Spirit wants to make sure that you're ready for that and open for it. And I feel like it's frustrating, you know, when you feel like you're doing all this work and you're not seeing any results, but you are about to. So when you get the temptation, you know, make the choice that is, you know, what is your overall goal? What are your values in life? Like, and is this temptation, this thing that's coming up, is it worth ruining all this progress you've made? Is it is that person, that thing, is that in alignment with the next level of your life you want? Because when you fall back into an old routine, you're going to prevent your growth. And there's such a passionate new beginning coming. A new opportunity is coming to you. So keep doing that inner work. Keep working on yourself. Keep doing all the good things. Your spirit guides and angels and ancestors, all of them, source, they're really supporting you. And they're so proud of you. And they want you to remember why it is you made changes, why you walked away from people or things that weren't for your highest good, you know? Why, you know, you don't want to go back to that so I know it's frustrating to have to be patient, you know, when people say like, oh, and divine timing, you know, that is frustrating, but it's going to be worth it because there's something really passionate and amazing going here, that old choices, old patterns, old people in your life could be preventing you. So I wouldn't be surprised if some people in this group get a call from someone, you know, something comes up that's really tempting, and you might really want to fall back and, you know, and say yes to whatever it is. But I really do feel like it's this positive growth, this change is right around the corner. And it really does feel like a test from the universe. I know that sounds weird, but that's like the best way to explain it. But your guides are really proud of you, and you've done so much inner work, and you've grown so much, and you should be proud of yourself too. Group number 3. What other message, Spirit, do you have for group number 3? What other message do you have for group number 3? Gemini. Cross-pollinate. Interesting. We're in Gemini season right now. This is a timeless reading. But I feel like this is also, if you are watching this in real time, these changes could be coming by the end of Gemini season. Or this could be relating. The Lovers is a Gemini card. So that could mean something for some of you to avoid a Gemini. But I really feel like these changes are like, you know, that you're seeing, like, in what bees pollinate and what happens, you know, then there's all these new flowers, you know, the flowers growth, and they're able to, like, sustain, you know, beautiful nature. And look, we have that. I feel like you're about to really bloom. And bees are really hard workers. Like, keep up the hard work. For a lot of you in this group, you're going to see results by the end of Gemini season. You know, you keep focusing on the beauty, that, like, you know, on what really matters to you. And I feel like for some people, maybe you are really looking for a new community, a new group of people, because maybe you walked away from people, it seems like for a lot of you, that just were toxic in some way. And you're like, okay, I left them, where are the new people? I feel like there are new people coming to your life. This could be new business, new relationships overall. But I feel like all the work you're putting into this, all the hard work, all the effort is really about to take off, and there's really going to be like a bloom, like you're about to bloom. You're about to flourish in your life. But for some, this could be a double message or just one or the other for some of you guys. There could be the Lovers here, which is not a priority. It could be there's someone in your life that is a Gemini that this could be confirmation for some of you, but if it doesn't resonate, just leave it. It doesn't matter. But I feel like this season, this Gemini season, things are really about to take off. You are so close to seeing the manifestations you want. And I really feel like Spirit just wants to make sure you're ready, you know, and keep up the good work. You've been working hard, I know. your life is really about to become even more beautiful. Group number 3. So look, number 3. But that is your reading group number 3. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, leave a comment. And I do offer private readings for those interested. My email is always down in the description. We can chat about it and set something up. But I'm really just so grateful you are here. I love each and every one of you so much. I hope you are well. Have a great day or night whenever you're watching this. Do something special for yourself. You deserve it. I love you. Bye, group number 3.